My fiancée left me a few days ago, and today she told me she wants the apartment to herself tomorrow for her Valentine's date. I'll try to keep this short because I'm so stunned. I feel like I've stopped being able to process things. I'm 26. I'd been with my fiancée, who's 25, for 4 years. We got engaged last year and we're planning the wedding. Last month, we moved to a new city across the country because she got an amazing job offer. I wasn't happy about it. I had to quit my job, and all our family and friends stayed behind in the city we left. I was kind of jerked during the move, but I came around once we got here. My fiancée kept talking about some guy she worked with. It made me uneasy. I went to a few after-work events where he showed up, and honestly, he seemed like a complete jerk. One of those pretentious, artsy types, full of himself. I didn't like the way he interacted with her, and yeah, we fought about it. Then Tuesday night, she came home really late, sat me down, and broke up with me. She said she felt an immediate connection with that coworker, stronger than anything she'd ever felt before. This from the same woman who just months ago lay in my arms under the stars, telling me she'd never felt more at peace than when she was beside me. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay awake on the couch for hours, feeling like I was being punched in the stomach over and over. I didn't fall asleep until 3 in the afternoon the next day, and stayed asleep until this morning when she woke me up. And for what? To tell me she's bringing that guy over for Valentine's Day, and that she needs the apartment to herself. Between the move, the wedding deposits, and the fact that I haven't had a job since we got here, I literally have no money for a hotel. We got into a big fight because I told her she knew I had nowhere else to go. She said that wasn't her problem anymore, that she's done solving my problems for me, and that this time I needed to fix it on my own. Apparently, that guy's roommate is also having a date over. So my fiancée offered our place for her date. She said it's happening no matter what I say. So yeah, what the hell am I supposed to do? Update 1 year later. I've spent the last year working hard to become a better person. And now that it's Valentine's Day again, I can't help but think about how dark things were a year ago. Back then, I didn't have the strength to post an update. But now that I've had time to heal, I wanted to share how things turned out. Thank you to everyone who helped me. You were the only support I had last year, and it meant the world to me. Looks like my original post got deleted, but I can still see it when I log in. So here's the old summary. After my fiancée dragged me out of my hometown, she dumped me on a Tuesday, and the next day demanded the apartment for a date with that arrogant artist from her new job. I didn't even have money for a hotel. One of the reasons I didn't post sooner was because I was so embarrassed by how everything ended. Only after some intense therapy can I tell this story honestly and without breaking down. Basically, I made one last desperate attempt to win her back. Right after we got engaged, my ex lost a close family member after a long illness. That person had been so happy to live long enough to see us engaged. When my ex was a kid, that relative gave her a pendant she always wore. Months after the funeral, she lost it, and it was like losing that person all over again. When we were packing for the move, I found the pendant, and instead of giving it back right away, I decided to keep it safe. I planned to surprise her with it on our wedding day, as a meaningful way to include that loved one in a moment where she'd be deeply missed. But somehow, I got it into my head that if I showed her the pendant on Valentine's Day, she'd remember everything we'd shared, and maybe snap out of whatever fog she was in. I thought she'd come home alone after work to get the place ready for her date. I planned to take that chance to give her the pendant, and maybe, just maybe, win her back, or at least lose with some dignity and leave before her date arrived. But no, she showed up with a guy, that same smug coworker. It completely threw me off. He was condescending, and she got furious, said I'd stolen the pendant. I could barely explain myself. It was the most humiliating moment of my life. I left and walked all night, aimlessly, until the cold became unbearable. I went back to the building around 4 in the morning, and at one of my lowest points, fell asleep in the hallway outside our apartment. But that was rock bottom. Things slowly got better after that. I managed to move back to my hometown. My old employer even rehired me. I met someone new. We dated for a while, though we've since broken up. Yeah, It hurts to be alone again on Valentine's Day, but I've learned that it's okay to feel sad sometimes. And compared to last year, this one feels like a celebration. Therapy gave me a new perspective on life and some amazing tools for when things get tough. As for my ex, I heard she married that co-worker. Her sister still messages me sometimes. Apparently, her family can't stand the guy. But hey, that's not my problem anymore. Lastly, I just want to say thank you to everyone on Reddit. Some of you offered to buy me a ticket home. Others said we could hang out if we were in the same city. And a few even offered to talk over Skype, just so I wouldn't feel so alone. Even though I didn't respond, your messages meant everything to me. Thank you.